All right, hockey fans, welcome into the Paramount Ice Arena, the home rink of your Toronto Flyers, as we get you set for opening puck drop between the Flyers and the Tottenham Railers. You're tuned in to Toronto Flyers Junior Hockey, presented by GMHL TV, and we're getting you ready for the opening puck drop here as your hometown Flyers get set to defend home ice after what was one heck of a game last night. And unfortunately, the Flyers just coming up on the wrong side of a tightly contested battle against top-seeded the Wasaga River Dragons. If the Flyers can replicate last night's performance tonight, they got a good shot at picking up the dub tier. But the Railers coming in on a 2-game win streak provide the opposition. It's going to be Dominic Marquis, the starting goalie for the Railers, and Lucas Dorizio in goal for your Flyers, coming off a 48-save performance last night. And we are underway with the icing call just 7 seconds in here as the Flyers come out in their home whites, that orange and black trim throughout the jerseys and socks. The Railers coming out in their road blues, that dark blue with red and white trim, as the Railers work right to left across your screen. And they'll work for the offensive zone face-off possession. They come up with it as Parente plays it around the boards. Paradis tries to center that. That's broken up by DuPont. And what a game last night for the top line for the Flyers. We'll get to that in a second, as there's a jam home chance, but Dorizio makes his first save of this one on the opportunity for Paradis. Over to the far corner, battling for it. Royer gets to it first. Matos makes a check there, tries to squeak past the player, and now it's controlled by DuPont, who had 4 assists last night. It was a 4-point effort for that man as well, as Palandra had a hat trick and an apple to his name, and now Palandra with the back pass intended for DuPont. Botched clearing effort as DuPont picks it up off the half wall. Shot attempt wide. Arangio tries to backhand it. Palandra had it knocked down, couldn't come up with it. DuPont steals it, takes it in front, and Palandra gets the goal. The Flyers take the 1-0 lead. A minute 3 into this one, and the red-hot stick of Thomas Palandra gets it done again. DuPont to Palandra, and they continue to click here. For Palandra, his 12th goal of the season, coming off the hat trick last night. Getting the early lead here again for the Flyers tonight. And how about this start for Toronto? Let's see if they can double up. Arangio trying to track down the puck. Lemieux going for the stick lift. Arangio does well to get the puck in deep. Restivo gets to it first for the Railers. Plays it around the far wing where it's Kavanagh Caparis who can't clear it, and the shot attempt from Petruno goes wide. Lemieux over to Kavanagh Caparis. He brings the puck in the zone. Tries to go around Diorio. Caputi lays him into the boards. Good hit there from Massimo Caputi. Lemieux centering attempt. Flipped out front. No one can track it. Back at the point. Dara, he feathers the shot. Easy stick save at the 5-hole for Dorizio. Petruno chops it against the boards. Lemieux takes control. Turns it over. Arangio flips it only as far as Dara. Dara has it chalk free. Caputi gets it in deep, and now that line will peel for a change. Restivo secures it for the Railers. Reverses the breakout. They'll try the far wing. Good touch passing as Kavanagh Caparis got as far as center ice, only to have Matthew Barris knock it back. Barris gets the puck inside the zone, controlled now by Dara. Can't clear that one away. Nice work by Barris and Russell. Bearson came up with it, but then was dispossessed on that big hit. Cole shoots it from center ice. Easy blocker save. Dara picks up the rebound. Centering attempt. 4 Flyers there, but they can't converge on it. And a good job in the end by Lamoureux, but again, they can't clear the zone. Barris, he will. Good pass ahead for Henry Russell. Tried to cut through the middle and just stripped away, as now here goes Parente for the Railers. He nearly put himself offside. Gets the puck in deep, and now C.J. Ireton takes it for the Flyers. Cleared out of the zone. Paradis, his backhander catches a man, and they'll whistle it down with just about 3 minutes played here in the first. Well, the Flyers coming into tonight sit 6 out of 9 in the South Division. 6 wins, 12 losses, 3 overtime losses. Good for 15 points on the season. The Railers right now sitting 4th out of 9 in the South. 12 wins, 9 losses, 1 OT loss. That's good for 25 points as we get an icing called here against the Flyers. Well, the top line last night doing all the scoring for Toronto, combining for a total of 10 points, a 4-point night for Palandra, a hat trick and an apple. Ryan DuPont with 4 assists last night, and Jack Matos with a goal and an assist as Bosset's shot from the point kicked away by Derizio. Big hit there as Royer freed up the puck. Paradis steps in from the point, shoots, Derizio makes the save. Quick whistle, but Ayrton was there to clear it, and we'll get the face-off inside the Flyer zone. So for Toronto, they're certainly hoping that the top line continues to click, as it has been the top line, staking them out to the 1-0 lead on Palandra's 12th goal of the season. But you also want to get some depth supplementary scoring here, and let's see what they can do. As that long attempt, Boisset knocks it out of midair with that good defensive stick as Diorio played it forward. Now he's got to hustle back, man on his back, gets it to Matos, chips it. DuPont gets it to the line but not out. Matos picks it up, tries to flip near side for Palandra. He gains the zone. Palandra can't get around Boisset as he takes it to the corner and now lays it off for Paradis. Excuse me, that was Parente. Shot from the point. DuPont tracks the rebound, and it sat there at the hash marks, but his attempt was blocked, and now this could be a 3-on-2. Parente, drop pass, Bosset's shot blocked. Good effort there from Diorio to track over and get the block. Picked up here by Bosset for the Railers. Checking his options, head up the ice looking for an outlet. Chips it up the boards, intended for Noel. Elson takes control for the Flyers. Zimmerman had to avoid the big hit that was intended for him from McSween. Here goes Paradis, working the right side, tries to cut behind the net. Paradis still with the puck on his stick, now lays it off to McSween. McSween dishes back for Paradis at the half wall. Behind the net for McSween. Looking to center, good tie up there by Zimmerman. Shot attempt blocked as the Railers putting on pressure. Good save there from Derizio. McSween tries the reverse behind the goal, lost the puck temporarily as digging away for it, and coming up with it is Elson. Clears it to the line but not out as Salamoon keeps it in. Here go the Flyers, but it's going to be a penalty behind the play as a cross check coming here, and it's going to be Rapanaro heading to the box. So tough break there for the Flyers, and Gio Rapanaro, who's ticketed for the cross-check as they were breaking out with numbers. Palandra having a quick discussion here. But the Railers are going to get the first power play opportunity of this game as they come in with a power play unit operating at an efficiency rating of 13.8%. That translates to 22 power play goals on 160 power play opportunities. The Flyers' PK has been especially strong, and last night they even scored a ridiculous short-handed goal to boot. If you haven't seen the highlight, check out the Flyers Instagram page. It was one of Palandra's 3 last night. Paradis at the point, shot attempt, that one labeled wide. Parente picks it up, working the hash marks, back to Paradis, over to Parente, looking for a cross ice. There's a one-timer, bit of a waffler, and Cole puts the rebound over top the net, and then he lays a brutal cross check to Sagadiev. And that's going to be at least 2 minutes, if not more. The hit way after the whistle from behind into the boards. That'll do it for the Railers power play as Cole is going to the box. And is it just going to be 2? It may be. We'll see as it goes up on the board. Faceoff should come inside the Railers zone, and now they'll move it down. The Flyers penalty kill this season, allowing just 13 goals against on 144 times shorthanded prior to this one. Good for 91%. Still no penalty up on the board, but we're going to play some 4-on-4 here for at least the next minute 33, as that's the time remaining in the penalty to Rapanaro. Referee's going to go have a discussion with the timekeepers here, as there seems to be some debate. But regardless, we'll end up restarting play with a face-off to the right of the goaltender, Marquis. Scrum for possession. Russell has it in his skates, stripped away by Parente. Controlled along the near side wing now by Bossé. Plays it through the middle. Paradis working the far side wing, being chased down by Caputi. Stood up nicely there. Good hit by Segadiev. Paradis takes a whack at him and gets away with one. It's going to be a physical tilt tonight. Here goes Caputi. He's trying to split through the middle. Caputi with speed. Just got away from him, but he tracks the puck, and he gets hit into the boards. Russell, still no penalty on the board here. Good strip there by Paradis. Paradis breaking in all alone. Oh, what a play by Russell. Tremendous back check to lift the stick. No penalty. Great hustle by Russell. Paradis shoots. Derizio with a great save. End-to-end action here. 43 seconds remaining in the penalty to Rapanaro. And then the Flyers will go on the power play, as the Toronto Flyers leading 1-0 over the Tottenham Railers. You're tuned in to Flyers Junior Hockey presented by GMHL TV. Puck played in deep. Diorio's going to track back. Diorio softly lifts it towards the wall. Makes the play on the man in the form of Kavanaugh Caparis, and now at center ice, Palandra strips it free. Palandra stops at the half wall, tries to pivot, pass over to DuPont, and just stripped away from him. Here go the Railers in transition, working the far side wing. Shot right on Derizio with the save, and freezes the rebound with 13 seconds to go in the Rapanaro penalty. Oh, good pace to this game from both teams. Flyers taking the lead just a minute 3 in on Thomas Palandra's 12th goal of the season and 4th goal in the past 4 periods. It's a pretty good stat right there, as it's controlled here by the Railers inside their own line. Taking it forward now. Lemieux, Dara sends it in deep. Out of the box comes Rapanaro. The Flyers now on the power play. Matos, Sagadiev flips it ahead for Petruno. In his skates, he tracks it, tries to get his footing, gets the move around the man, shoots right on, and Marquis makes the save, as that was tracking 5-hole and he did well to cover it up. So a good shot coming in from the wing from Michael Petruno. And now the Flyers will set up on the power play. Still no penalty up on the board. So actually, is this 5-on-5 now? Nope, it's definitely a power play for the Flyers. And we'll just kind of wing it in terms of how much time. Palandra. Oh, he tees up right on the face-off. He wanted a call for the cross-check as Parente speeding in shorthanded. Parente buries it. And the Railers tie this game at 1. Well, Bruno Parente made a great play at his own blue line to jar the puck free. And then he had one man to beat before getting the breakaway opportunity on Derizio. And with some slick stick handling, Parente ties this game at 1 as we approach the midway mark of the first. We're back to 5 aside now. So even strength here as Ayrton picks up the puck and sends it in deep. Brannigan misplays it along the boards, and now Petruno tries to jar it loose. Brannigan flips it around. Arangio sends it back towards the corner. Secured there for the time being by Salamoon as he digs away for it. Salamoon gets it ahead, and now it's controlled by Noel. Noel can't squeeze past the hit of Ayrton, and that gives Arangio time to make a play. Rips around the far side boards. Brannigan being pushed off the puck. Nice hustle there by Caputi as he battles over it. And now along the near side wing, it's flipped ahead for Noel. Over his stick, Ayrton hammers it in deep past Salamoon. Into the corner. The Railers try break out here. Pass, Bearson gets it in his skates. Now Barris sends it back in. Bearson on the forecheck. Brannigan shovels it. McSween, Russell there as well, but it's the Railers that come away with it. Salamoon, he takes it into the zone. Shoots, glove save by Derizio as it popped out, but harmlessly into the corner. Cole makes the play at the line. Stick slashed out of Diorio's hands, but no penalty called. Cole moves it around, trying to get it to Bossé, but it hops over his stick, and now Lemieux has to hustle back. Barris trying to track down Lemieux, gives him a couple of whacks. Diorio tried to take him down too. Lemieux still in control, makes the pass. Kavanaugh compares, there's a shot, and Derizio makes the save in tight on that effort from Parente. Kavanaugh Caparis had the option to shoot it himself. Wisely made that extra pass, and it was actually Cole that got the shot away for the Railers on that opportunity, and now Cole wins the faceoff. Bossé's shot from the point, sticked away by Derizio. Kavanaugh Caparis centers. Oh man, that went off of DuPont and right on the Flyers' own net. It was a good save from Derizio after his man tried to make the interception. Palandra, good stick lift, comes away with the puck to Matos. Matos gets clobbered after making the pass, no call. DuPont tries to shovel it in front for Palandra, but that hit his skate and never found its target. Palandra rips it around the boards. Sagadiev caught no man's land, makes the defensive play and stays back. Sagadiev dumps it in deep, and then Kavanaugh Caparis finishes the check on him. Definitely a physical tilt here tonight. Much was the case in the first matchup between these two teams earlier in the season. Lamoureux comes away with it for the Flyers. Pass to Palandra, touch over to Melcher. Melcher gets the puck in deep and takes a bump there from Bossé. Paradis evades the forecheck, makes the pass to the near side wing, fanning on it, turning it over as Timchik had it and then couldn't quite make a decisive play. It's turned over. Puck sent in deep. Diorio tracks to it with a man on his back, and Royer flips it off the glass. Zimmerman trying to track down the rolling puck, plays it ahead. Timchik skating after it. Bossé has it rolling towards his tendy. Timchik trying to finish the check, but he got reverse hit there by Bossé, and we'll restart with a face-off inside the Railers zone. 9:44 to go in the first. We're all square, 1-1, as it's the Toronto Flyers and the Tottenham Railers live on GMHL TV. My name's Nico Cardarelli, voice of the Flyers, as it's played behind the net by the Tandy Marquis with that little poke check. Restivo caught in the corner by Petruno and Arangio. Trying to dig the puck free, it's played ahead. Elson tries to settle it down, chips it. Petruno had it, but then it slipped away from him. And now Elson trying to hold the zone. He does so on that effort. As good play by Arangio at the blue line. Arangio makes the move, tries to feather it in front for Petruno, but never got there. Ayrton, far side point, shoots that. That took a deflection off a stick into the near corner. The Railers bounce it off the boards, but not out of the zone. Second effort, it's chopped ahead to Parente. Parente trying to take them all on again. This time, never finds his way to a clear shooting lane, and the attempt blocked. Caputi does well to chop it ahead. Arangio couldn't corral it. Chop back inside as Elson hammers it around the boards. Caputi chopping at it, knocked down at the blue line. Paradis nearly had it stripped away, as that was Parente trying to hold the zone. And now Dara comes up with it for the Railers. Dara's pass hits Royer. He spins quickly, tries to get past Matos, brings it up to the blue line and dumps it in deep. Ayrton tracks it to the near corner. He's got a man closing him down, and Royer labels him into the boards. No call on that. Nice play by Matos to hit DuPont, but they can't get going north-south, and now DuPont tries again. Straight up the middle, Ryan DuPont, fresh off a 4-assist effort last night, spins out of the corner, makes the pass to the point. Sagadiev wants a shot, takes it. Oh, a little rebound there after the initial save from Marquis, but he quickly froze it with both Matos and DuPont in the vicinity. 7:55 to go in the first. Tight game here The Flyers have been in a lot of real tight games as of late, and you have to like the way this team has improved over the course of the season. As the Flyers digging away for the puck. There's the attempt. Bearson missed it. Oh, Sagadiev hammered it, and that just went wide. Scrum for possession. Bearson making a good play before taking a hit, and now Marquis freezes that with Russell on the doorstep. The 23rd game of the season tonight for the Flyers, as they start to think about what lays ahead the rest of the way in playoffs, as it's back to the point for Di Iorio. First shot attempt blocked. Second one deflected by Matos into the near corner. Breaking out, Sagadiev unable to hold the zone. Here goes Cole for the Railers. Cole brings it in, brings to his backhand, takes a shot. Derizio with the save. Matos rips it around the board. Stepan, nice little back pass to Matos. Here go the Flyers. Palandra receives the drop pass. Palandra, cross ice to Stepan. Oh, tried to play it back to the near side. No one there to get a touch though. Elson trying to hold the line. Good play there. Palandra comes away with it. Flips it over to Ryan DuPont. DuPont had to make a move, and then he got hit hard just outside the blue line. As laying that check was Kavanaugh Kaparis. Lemieux, he has it stripped away. Kavanaugh Kaparis with another hit there. DuPont brings it ahead for the Flyers. Move at the line, holds the zone. That stayed onside. Palandra to his backhand. Tries to center for Matos, but he was actually, that was Russell there, but he was covered by a couple of Railers. Boissé back the other way now. Flips it towards the net as Boissé finishes his hit. The Railers really picking up the physical play here with 6:20 to go in the first. DuPont, he's pinned there, and it's been a long physical shift for him. Lamoureux gets it to the line and just out. Nice move by Lamoureux as he thought about going up with it, but peels back now for defensive coverage. Parente, poke check by Elson, jars the puck to the corner. Nice hit by Elson on Parente. Far side boards, Barris hustling over to that. Takes the hit from Paradis. Barris lifts it with the backhander through the neutral zone. Boissé, Parente, 5:45 to go in the first. Melcher, Barris, picked up now by Paradis at center ice, tries to shake Bearson. Melcher puts a hit on him. Dump attempt knocked down by Elson. What a pass by Elson to Bearson. In on the left wing, shoots, and that shot dips wide near side. Melcher puts it towards the net. Bearson knocked it down but couldn't corral a shot out of it. Bearson shoots that one way wide, looking for a redirection. Di Iorio plays it towards the net, but never got there as Boissé tries the reverse hit on Barris, but didn't come through with it that time. Bearson forward checking. The Railers breaking out here as Parente carries it forward. Paradis, across the line. Shoots, big chance there. Better save by Derizio. As that one up to the screening, out of play. Oh, Paradis and Parente, similar numbers, 91-93, almost exact same flow. So shadows of each other here tonight. And even though Paradis is a defenseman, he really likes to jump up into the offensive play. And both have been good tonight for the Railers as Parente's got their lone goal, right now acting as the 1-1 equalizer. Elson comes away with the puck. Arangio leaves it for Petruno. Petruno, nice move through center ice. Petruno still with it. Arangio tried to go over to Caputi, but the all-Italian line unable to click on that one. Arangio takes a bump, and with that contact, the door in the corner flew right open, so they'll whistle it down, and the face-off will stay inside the Railers zone. 4:28 to go in the first. All square, 1-1 between the Flyers and the Railers. Melcher on the draw, can't win that one against Cole. Ripped around the far side boards. Melcher lays the hit on Kavanaugh Kaparis, getting a taste of his own medicine there. Lemieux picks up the loose puck, wheeling around the far side. Off the boards only as far as Sagadiev. He gets the puck back in. Lemieux through the neutral zone. Timchik, he'll pick up the loose puck here. Off the defenseman, right on goal, and Marquis going to freeze that one. As the face-off will stay inside Tottenham territory. Flyers send out that top line of Palandra, DuPont, and Matos. They win the face-off. DuPont's shot deflected into the roof and out of play. Well, Palandra's been really good on the face-off dot this season when called there. And those two, Palandra and DuPont, have a long-time connection. They played a lot of hockey together for a number of different squads, and their chemistry has really clicked here for the Flyers with Matos on the wing for them. Lamoureux, he sends that puck in deep. Boisset tracks it. DuPont, Palandra got a piece of it. Diorio kicks to hold the zone, but then seconds later cleared out. Lamoureux delayed offside here against the Flyers. Picked up by Boisset. And now the Flyers can charge. Parente, he spins, looks for an option near side. Bank pass, that's going to go the length of the ice. Derizio had to play it as it was right there. Diorio, Matos, Palandra, right back to Matos, working the far wing. Jack Matos cuts through the middle, looks for an outlet, backhands it towards, oh, beauty! Second of the game for Palandra! There you go, a puck on net, never a bad play. Matos forces the kick save from Marquis, and Thomas Palandra with his second of the game, cleaning up the rebound. And with 3:08 left in the first, the Flyers back in front, 2-1. Goals on the season now for Palandra, and that top line continues to click for the Flyers. So how about this? 13 goals on the season for Palandra, 5 of them coming in the last 4 periods of play. Let's go. Here goes Henry Russell into the zone, shoots off a leg, off the boards, frozen by the tender Marquis. 2:44 to go in the first. The Flyers back in front on home ice as they've taken the 2-1 lead. Both goals tonight from Thomas Palandra. Brannigan tries to clear the zone. That's chopped ahead as Nolan Prock made the play. Matthew Barris tries to get around Salamoun. He takes him towards the boards behind the net, poked back near side by Bearson, but no one there in white to get a stick to it. Far side where Brannigan chips it ahead only as far as Elson. He hammers the puck in as the Flyers make changes here with 2:08 left to go in the first. Wheeling out near side wing for the Railers is Salamoun. He gets the puck in. Petruno quickly rips it off the boards and now controlled by Arangio. Arangio had his pocket picked by Noel. And now Caputi chasing after the loose puck. Noel chops ahead. Sagadiev makes a play on Cole. Nice D there by Sagadiev. Rips it around the far side boards. Caputi chops it off the wall and clears the zone. Petruno, that puck into the bench, and we'll get the whistle with 1:31 remaining in the period. So a real strong all-around effort so far from the Flyers. They played pretty complete hockey here in the opening 18 and a half minutes. They want to close it out here with the lead and go to the break up 2-1. As from the face-off, it's Dara taking control for the Railers. Palandra tried to go into the middle for DuPont, never found his man. Royer tries to shake the hit from Matos. Puck jarred free, toe drag attempt, saw it turned over by Parente, and now behind the net with a minute 10, here goes Elson. That was Ayrton. Palandra. Near side for DuPont. Cross ice pass to Diorio. Final minute of play in the first period. DuPont at the half wall. Gets the puck into the corner. Matos tried to return it. Now behind the net for DuPont, centers, but Palandra had just skated away prior to the pass. Picked up now by the Railers inside the offensive zone with Royer on it. Palandra, Parente comes up with it now. Parente wheeling behind the net, tries to center. That one's intercepted by DuPont. And now Ryan DuPont streaking ahead with 30 seconds to go. Gets the puck in deep, bears him. Takes the long route, can't get to it, and now it'll be controlled by the Railers as Dara makes the play to send it up to center ice. Elson, Russell can't handle it. Dara, his pass attempt misses the man. That's going to be an icing call. No, they wave it off. 12 seconds to go in the period. Ooh, Barris plays it back. Now it'll be picked up by Elson. Elson spins away from the forecheck of Kavanagh Caparis. Barris chips it through center ice, and that'll do it for the opening 20 minutes. A solid first period of play from the Flyers, and they'll take a 2-1 lead into the intermission. As you're tuned in to Toronto Flyers Junior Hockey, presented by GMHL TV. Folks, stay tuned. Second period puck drop coming up next. It's the Toronto Flyers 2, the Tottenham Railers 1. We'll be back. All right, hockey fans, welcome back inside Paramount Ice Arena as we get you set for second period puck drop here between the Toronto Flyers and the Tottenham Railers. And we'll start the second period with the Flyers up 2-1 through 20 minutes of play on the back of, once again, the man with the red-hot stick, Thomas Palandra. A hat trick and 4 points last night. He's got 2 more goals to his name here tonight. The Flyers will work right to left across your screen in white, and here we go. We're underway with the second period as Matos causes the early turnover, gets the puck over to the far wall. Matos looking for a call on the hit there from Paradis, but nothing doing. And now Sagadiev has it at his own blue line with Royer charging. Matos tried to get it in deep, fanned on it. Loose puck as the Railers hammer it in. Sagadiev tracks back, rolling puck going towards the side of the net. Cleared away by Ayrton, chopped ahead, and now DuPont trying to race after that loose puck, but Bossé gets there first. Controlled by the Railers at the Flyers' blue line, cross-ice pass to Parente. Parente works the far side wing, stops on a dime at the hash mark, centering attempt, off a stick over to the near side wall where Matos takes a hit, but the Flyers advance the puck up through center ice. Only as far as Bossé, who makes a tape-to-tape pass, and now here go the Railers. That puck turned over. Ayrton puts it right on goal from center ice. Sticked away there by Marquise. Boissé at the far side hash marks. Pokes it ahead. Elson at the blue line holds the zone, and that puck into the meshing out of play with 1:10 gone in the second period. Well, both of these teams in action last night, and it was identical score lines, but opposite results. The Flyers falling on home ice to the top-seeded Wasaga River Dragons, and maybe one of the games of the season. Make sure you check out the live stream archive on YouTube. A 6-4 loss for the Flyers in a real nail-biter. As that centering attempt nearly jammed home. Arangio's shot, that one blocked over to the far side wall. The Railers picked up a 6-4 win last night over Bradford in their game as part of their 2-game winning streak that they tried to fend here tonight. The Flyers trying to snap a 2-game skid. Petruno's centering attempt off the net. Diorio's shot blocked away. Big rebound. Petruno takes it at the face-off dot. Centering attempt for Arangio. Never found the man, and now here go the Railers with Kavanagh Caparis getting the puck in deep. Lemieux chasing after it on his backhand. Lemieux takes it to the blue line. Stops on a dime. Tries to feather it down low. Kavanagh Caparis bodied away by Elson, and then the Flyers with a good play off the boards, and now Arangio streaking up to get the puck. But Restivo gets to it first, and Ander Restivo, one of the many internationals on this Tottenham team, is Restivo, a native of Mexico. But that time the Railers called for icing. Well, on their squad, the Railers have a goaltender from Australia, Restivo from Mexico. Mayorov, who comes from Moscow. And then an American as well with Salamoon hailing from Chicago. That puck played ahead. Cole chasing after it. Lamoureux charging back for the Flyers. Lamoureux ties up his man. Cole trying to make a play. Puck goes to the point where Restivo takes control. Restivo, cross-ice pass. Nice puck there as it's now back to the point for Restivo. He wants a shot, opens up a lane, takes it. Derizio makes the save, and it's whistled down with the Flyers goaltender freezing that puck. So the Flyers playing a strong game tonight. It's a physical one, as the Railers have been throwing some big hits. The Flyers finishing checks as well. Another tightly contested game here at Paramount Ice Arena. As here go the Railers. Shot attempt. Derizio makes a good save on that one, as that went up high on the shoulder. Bossé plays it down low as Sagadiev gives a whack to his man in front. DuPont shakes off the check. DuPont starts to wheel out straight up through center ice. Shakes off a couple of checks. Parente gets the free hand on him, and now Ayrton sends the puck in deep. 3:15 played in the second, as that loose puck just got away from Palandra. Parente over to Royer. Nice move on Sagadiev, but a good back check. Shot attempt. Derizio makes the initial save. The rebound was sitting there, and now it's controlled by Matos. His clearance knocked down by Parente. Royer trying to make a move, but Diorio not to be fooled that time. Back to the point. Bossé shoots. Traffic in front, but the shot went wide. Paradis holding the zone, pinching in from the point. Sagadiev trying to keep the puck pinned against the boards. Now he comes away with it and sets up the breakout behind his own net. Good bank pass ahead for Matos. This is going to be a 3-on-1. Matos shoots, and that one went wide. Couldn't quite hold it long enough to pick out a passing option as Palandra takes a whack behind the play. Is that a penalty? No, just a delayed offside against the Flyers. Tough break there as Palandra took not one but two shots well away from the puck. Parente brings it in. Nice little dangle before he's dispossessed. Boissé at center ice. Passes ahead intended for McSween. No touch there, but also no icing. Rapinaro takes his man into the boards. As tied up there was Proc. Bodies crashing to the ice. Here go the Flyers. Timchik has it knocked off his stick. The pass from Nelson. He fans on it. Second effort. Chips it off the glass down the ice. This one they will call an icing with 4:48 played in the second. Well, 3 games across the GMHL today as we take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. In the afternoon matinee, 18 goals total. The Bradford Bulls pick up a 12-6 win over St. George as the Railers. Bossé takes the shot. That one just goes wide. After 2 periods of play, Wasaga and Bradford all tied at 3, and then the third game, this one right here with the Flyers leading 2-1 over the Railers. Parente at the blue line. Feathers it down low. Sharp angle one-timer. That one way off the mark as Timchik couldn't quite clear it from Boissé. The Flyers trying to hold on defensively. Parente. Oh, buried there on the one-timer as Derizio got a big piece of it, but couldn't keep it out as the man there for Tottenham left all alone at the post. And that sustained offensive zone pressure pays off. As for the second time tonight, Tottenham have tied this game. We're all square, 2-2. So let's see how the Flyers respond after giving up the equalizer with 14:38 to play in the second. Patruno facing off. Arangio. Proc gets the puck in deep. That was Nolan Proc. Big hit against the end boards as Arangio had it. Caputi and Patruno couldn't corral it. Diorio behind the net. Railers trying to set something up. McSween back to the point for Salamoon. His pass picked off, and here goes Petruno. Tries to flip ahead for Arangio, but they can't connect on that one. Caputi feathers it in deep. Brannigan back there for the Railers takes possession. Controlled now across the line by Proc. He gets it in deep as Sagadiev chops it to the half wall. That one knocked away from Noel. Petruno gets dumped. No call there. Oh, it is going to be called actually as Dorizio goes to the box. Excuse me, to the bench. But before he can get there, the puck touched, and the Flyers are going to the power play. While the Flyers this season, 23 power play goals on 163 power play opportunities coming into tonight's game. Good for 14%. Now, they did have an abbreviated power play in the first, but it was only about 27 seconds maybe. So not much to work with, and now they set up with hopefully a full 2. Actually, hopefully less. Here goes DuPont. DuPont shoots and scores! Ryan DuPont! The reverse broadcaster jinx tonight as DuPont buries it 13 seconds into the power play. And the Flyers are back in front 3-2. Well, Matos and DuPont were joking with me pregame saying that broadcaster's jinx last night killed us. Tonight it works out to the benefit because seconds after I say hopefully they don't get the full 2 minutes on the power play, DuPont buries it. What a shot, what a goal. And for Ryan DuPont, who is leading this team in scoring, as a hit, an icing called, but maybe more, we'll keep an eye. For DuPont, that's his 16th goal of the season. And assuming he got assists on the 2 Palandra goals, which I would think he did, that should be his 40th point of the year. DuPont on the power play. The Flyers up 3-2. Russell from the faceoff, right on net. Oh, what a save! What a stop! Dominic Marquise sprawls out and absolutely robs the Flyers of a chance to go up 4-2. Russell and Bearson both with opportunities. Russell with the one from the faceoff, and I believe it was Bearson that followed it up. Man, that was close. What a save by Marquis. One-timer at the point from Diorio into the corner. Barris chips it behind the net. Paradis comes up with it, nearly turns it over. Diorio at the blue line shoots. Oh, big save there. Is not sure if it was deflected, but Marquis got the blocker to it. Directed it away. The Railers have it at center ice with Parente. Parente with speed into the zone. Drops for Royer back in front. Derizio with a great play to come out and intercept the pass. Freezing it for the face-off. A good back and forth tilt here tonight. And the Flyers back in front for the 3rd time. The Railers trailing once again, but they try work here from the offensive zone draw. Jim attempt on the wraparound. It was sitting there in the blue paint, but no one in blue could get a stick to it. Here goes Matos across center ice. Matos shaking off the slashes. Matos shoots. That one saved. Rebound behind the net where DuPont takes control. DuPont tries to spin away from the checks. Had Palandra open but couldn't deliver the pass. Now Palandra has it. Back to DuPont and they just miss on that connection. Paradis, that's got to be offside. Royer looked like he was about 2 strides ahead there. Guess he held the line. Here goes DuPont. DuPont cutting back to the near side now. Rapinato receives the tape-to-tape pass, flips it right in on goal with one bounce, and Marquise had to be careful with that one. 12 minutes to go in the second period. The Flyers up 3-2 on the power play goal from Ryan DuPont. Nice forecheck there by Petruno. Arangio strips it free. Loose puck now controlled by the Railers. Flipped ahead. Sagadiev's got a hustle. He's got a man on his back in Cole. Sagadiev tries the reverse hit. Cole slams him but can't get the puck. Petruno. Cole gives him another whack. Clearance attempt knocked down by the Railers. Lemieux feathers that over to Paradis, sidesteps the first hit, shoots, big save by Derizio, rebound to the far half wall where Parente takes control. Arangio steps in, makes a good play. He's hauled down, nothing doing as Restivo there with the defensive effort. Ayrton had his stick lifted as he tried to hammer it in deep. What a hit from Giovanni Arangio, and now here goes Massimo Caputi. Parente with some interference behind the play gets away with it as Caputi's shot into the glove hand of Marquis, and the physical play really picking up here as we approach the midway mark of the second period and this game. Henry Russell gets set to take the face-off for the Flyers, and jumping off the bench a little bit late there for the Railers is William Noel, and he's immediately waved out. So they'll send Lemieux in to take the draw. It's won by the Flyers. Lemieux is tripped up, nothing doing. Shot attempt from Di Iorio into the shin pads of the Railers' Kavanagh Caparis, but he can't do much more than get the puck in deep. Chopped out at the line, but the zone held by Restivo. Di Iorio with two Railers closing him. Big hit there, oh man. Kavanagh Caparis centers in front. Backhand attempt, Derizio with the save. Well, great goaltending there from Lucas Derizio making that save. And he's had a heavy workload this weekend. 48 saves on 54 shot attempts in last night's game. And he's racking up the stops once again here tonight. A big save there to keep the Flyers up 3-2. Top line for the Flyers comes out as DuPont squares up for the draw, wins it, they get it to the line, and pass to Restivo, who collects it and goes D to D as he makes the pass over to Dara. Dara around the boards to Restivo. 10:20 to go in the second. That puck into the rafters and over the glass, and the face-off will stay inside the Tottenham zone. DuPont sets up for the draw. Rapinaro on the left point and Lamoureux holding the right defensive line. Back to Rapinaro. Goes to Lamoureux. His shot. Rebound off the end boards. Matos couldn't corral. DuPont at the face-off dot tries the shot, but never got it through. Rapinaro feathers it towards the corner. Palandra's going to get called for the slash, but then how about that late hit on Palandra? Let's see if they call both. I don't think they will. It's just going to be a slash to Palandra. Palandra trying to goat one of the Railers players into taking a coincidental minor here, but referee's going to usher them away. And Tottenham are going to the power play. Tough break there for Palandra. Tried a cheeky play to lift the stick, ended up slashing it out of the player's hands. And the Flyers are going to be shorthanded here for the next 2 minutes. 10:03 to go in the second. Parente lines up to take the draw against Ryan DuPont. Parente, who's got one of the 2 goals tonight for the Railers, wins the draw. DuPont comes away with it though and sends it the length of the ice. Marquise out of his net, leaves it there for Paradis. Paradis wheeling, makes the pass ahead for Parente. Parente still carrying it himself all the way behind the net. Sagadiev takes a whack at him. Top of the point, Paradis looking for a lane, nothing doing yet. Paradis stick handling, checking his options, lays it to the far wing. Bossé sends it down low. The Flyers getting their defensive shape here with the box as Ayrton holds down low. The Railers looking for outlets. Parente picks it up, Top of the point now for Paradis. Flips it over. Bosse back near side for Parente. Shoots. Big save by Derizio. Took that right off the mask, but no whistle as play continues on. Paradis shoots. Another great save by Derizio as he holds it with 9:07 to go in the period and 1:04 remaining in the Railers power play. Well, the penalty kill has been a strength all season long for the Flyers and continues to do great work tonight. Derizio was having a quick chat with one of the officials. I think it was just one of those, hey, if I'm getting rung off the mask, maybe give me a whistle if you can. Good job by the Flyers to clear it the length of the ice. Under a minute remaining in the power play as we've got 8:50 left in the second. The Railers trailing 3-2, wheel out of their own zone. Paradis across center ice, gains the offensive line, tries to bring it inside. Nice move by Paradis, shoots! Oh, that was a beauty goal. The backhander sneaks under the glove hand. And once again, we are all square. It's 3-3. A coast-to-coast individual effort there from Paradis to get the goal. And the Quebec City native ties this game at 3. So Tottenham capitalize on the power play. And for the third time tonight, they fight their way back on even terms. Let's see how the Flyers respond. Each time they've given up a lead, they've found a way to regain it. As Barris jars the puck free. Cole, cross-ice pass. Russell comes up with it. Russell evades the hit, but loses the puck. Brought in here. Lemieux thought about shooting, lays it in deep. Lamoureux battling. He chops it up the boards. Cole chips it past Rapanaro. Cole trying to cut in front. Puts it right on net, and Derizio there with the save as Russell clears it out to center ice. Restivo. Cole tips it, but only as far as Lamoureux. Lamoureux shot from center ice, blockered into the meshing, and the face-off will stay inside the Railers zone with 7:49 to go in the period. Top line back out there for the Flyers as DuPont prepares to take the face-off with Palandra on his left wing and Matos on the right. Ayrton at the right defensive position and Sagadiev manning the left point. Palandra. Oh, nice move by Palandra. Shoots the rebound. Just evaded the stick of DuPont. Had that found a way on his blade, he probably has his second of the night. Controlled here by the Railers. The outlet pass intercepted. Sagadiev hammers it right back in. Palandra gets on his horse. Matos comes up with the puck after the deflection. Palandra had DuPont in the corner, didn't use him. Ayrton now hits DuPont. Palandra trying to corral it. Sagadiev at the blue line. Fakes. Oh, he tried to go for the pass. And now the Railers looking for a counterattack. But Paradis fans on it. Now he takes it himself. Paradis down to a knee. Drop pass. Shot attempt. And Tottenham have a 4-3 lead with 7 minutes remaining in the second. Well, it looked like the play was breaking down, but the trailing man picked up the puck and with a quick release put it home for his second of the night. And the Railers, for the first time tonight, find themselves with a lead. So let's see how the Flyers respond trailing for the first time tonight. Caputi tries to bring the puck straight up from the faceoff. Caputi splits the knee, makes the move, and a good save there as Marquis stayed with him. Caputi had the puck rolling on him a little bit and did well to even corral it for a clean shot, but turned away on that chance. Petruno wins the draw, but he can't get it back to Di Iorio. Here come the Railers as that's dumped in from the wrong side of center ice, and Nolan Prock called for the icing call. The Railers bench was hollering about something, not sure what their issue was. 6.5 minutes to go in the second as Caputi lines up for the faceoff. Tries to draw it ahead for himself. Petruno just got cross-checked straight across the back and no call there. That was right in the number. McSween, his backhander goes wide. Real physical play here in this one. As Proc sends it over to the far corner. Di Iorio did well to evade a couple of Railers closing on him. Salamoon has Caputi on his back. Caputi gives him a ride. Salamoon tries to make the play inside his own zone, and he gets hit by Petruno. Loose puck. Russell off the bench causes the turnover. Centering attempt. Petruno tries to get the shot, but it was knocked away from him by Lemieux. Hits the head of Petruno. Sharp angle off the side of the net and popped out in front, but again, no one could corral it cleanly for the Flyers. Puck lifted out through center ice. McSween with a touch. Controlled now by Lemieux. He backhands that one so high that it's straight into the meshing. And we get the whistle with 5.5 minutes left in the second period. Well, a reminder to head over to TorontoFlyersHockeyClub.com to get your Black Friday merch deals and, of course, tickets to future games, as the Flyers will be in action next to close out the month on the 30th of November when they play host to their crosstown rivals, the Richmond Hill Rampage. There's a chance in tight. Derizio makes the save, covers the rebound. And with a Railers player crash into the ice, they want a penalty. The Flyers want that man away from the tendy. In the end, nothing more happens, as it was Kavanaugh Caparis that got hit right to the feet of Derizio. 5:10 to go in the second, as Parente lines up to take the face-off for Tottenham against Ryan DuPont for the Flyers. DuPont wins it. Lifted out through center where Paradis runs a little interference on Matos. And now Matos comes up with the puck after the Palandra turnover. Palandra causing the turnover. DuPont takes a hit there from Bosse. Centering attempt just got away from Ayrton. Segediev's shot attempt, he actually tried to feather it backdoor for a pass to DuPont, but it never got there. Segediev shoots off the glove of the defenseman, and the goaltender Marquis checked behind him just in case. Royer here on Segediev. Segediev muscles him into the corner. Segediev still holding up Royer. Nice defensive work there as Segediev takes a couple whacks to the back of the head. 4:28 to go in the period. Segediev takes a glove to the face. That's going to be a penalty against the Railers. Good call there from the referee as Royer with the roughing minor, and the Flyers are going to the power play. So with 4:21 left in the period, a chance here for Toronto to get back on level terms and have a chance to tie this before the intermission. Flyers trying to take an extra second or two here. This top line has logged a lot of ice time tonight as DuPont sets up for the face-off. Scrum, Petruno, back to Palandra. Matos at the point, they get it to Segediev. Behind the back pass over to DuPont. DuPont under pressure there from Boisse. DuPont sidesteps that stick check. DuPont down low to Palandra. Tries to cut in tight. Palandra behind the net, cycling. At the face-off dot, fanned on the attempt. Segediev spins away from the pressure. Segediev calms it down, looks for an outlet, takes it himself, feathers it through the crease. Palandra couldn't get a stick to it. And now Parente clears it off the boards down the ice with 1:25 to go in the Flyers power play. Derizio over to Segediev. He takes a hit behind the net, nearly causing the turnover, but now Palandra has it for the Flyers. Drops it back for Segediev as the Railers get some fresh penalty killers out there. Segediev to DuPont. Ahead now for Palandra, just out of his reach. Segediev. He's got men in front of his own bench. Picks out Matos there, who wheels ahead. Matos gets taken for a ride by Kavanaugh Caparis. Shot right on, blocker to side by Marquis. Palandra with 48 seconds left on the power play. He takes a big hit. Sagediev goes to DuPont. DuPont back to Sagediev. Shoots. Traffic in front, but a good glove save as Palandra getting walked a couple of times, and he's had just about enough of it as he steps up to the man. Paradis saying, let's go. You want to go? Let's go. Paradis continues to jaw at Palandra, and keep an eye on those two as with 2:59 to go in the second and a full period still to play, you wonder if things start to boil over between Paradis and Palandra. 38 seconds remaining on the power play for the Flyers. PP2 on the ice as Russell wins the draw, takes it himself, tries the shot, went wide, and now Arangio in the far corner plays it to the point for Di Iorio. Di Iorio trying to sidestep the pressure there from the penalty killer. Caputi rides his man into the boards. Puck gets out through center ice. Lamoureux gets to it just ahead of Kavanaugh Caparis, as now it's controlled by Di Iorio. Near side pass for Arangio. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Di Iorio holds the zone. Kavanaugh Caparis tries to scrum it free. Arangio taking some whacks in front. He's hauled down there, no call. Di Iorio making the play in the corner. The reverse hit there from Kavanaugh Caparis. Penalty now over. Icing waved off. Lamoureux's going to have to make a play here behind his own net. Shakes off the forward checking pressure from Royer. Royer still on him as it's played over to Ayrton. His backhander takes a fortuitous bounce, and that puck into the timekeeper's box. So we get the whistle with 1:57 to go in the second. So the Flyers unable to capitalize on their power play opportunity. And Tottenham continue to lead now 4-3. Face off to the right of the goaltender Derizio as Melcher lines up to take the draw against Parente. Parente muscles off the man, takes possession, shoots. That one ripped over top the net. They try jam it home, the net off, and it'll get whistled down with 1:47 remaining. Face-off's going to stay inside the fly. Oh, actually, maybe it'll come out here. No, it's going to stay inside the Flyer zone as Parente lines up to take the draw to the left of the goaltender Derizio. DuPont in there for the Flyers. Scrum for possession. Matos chips it ahead, but not out of the zone. Paradis, the one-timer, that one well wide. Palandra. Parente gives him a bit of a whack. Centering attempt. There's a shot, there's a goal. And Tottenham have a 5-3 lead. Well, the defensive assignment not picked up that time, and it's put home by Royer. And Tottenham have opened up a 2-goal advantage with 1:32 left in the second. Well, Royer found himself in the right spot at the right time, and he took full advantage. And now the Flyers have got to find a way to get some energy here as Restivo takes it forward, and a whistle here. It's going to be a bench minor to the Railers, as one of the coaches was really giving it to the referee, and the Flyers are going to get a power play with the bench minor as the theme song from Cops plays. Misidentified that the other night as America's Most Wanted, but of course the iconic Bad Boys theme song of the legendary television show Cops. And we'll see if the Flyers can pull within one now on the power play. Let's try to get that reverse jinx going again here. 1:20 to go in the period. They're going to have to reset the clock maybe. Maybe not. Maybe they'll just hold it for a second extra because a couple ticked off. And the Flyers trying to get something going here when the power play gets underway momentarily. Palandra, Petruno, DuPont the forwards, Matos holding the left blue line, Sagadiev on the right, as Parente leans in for the draw against Palandra. Parente slashes it out of the hands of Petruno, sent down the ice. Dorizio comes out to play it here. Good job to knock it off the boards and away from the oncoming forward check pressure from Royer. Here goes DuPont for the Flyers. DuPont, his stick lifted, but he still has control. Ryan DuPont, Palandra, back to DuPont on the half wall. Starts to work his way to a more central position, trying to open up a lane. DuPont thought about the shot, wanted to make the pass to Palandra, but it went off the skates of Dara. Back at the point, Sagadiev, he looks for a shooting lane, lets it fly, it's tipped, and it's in the back of the net! The Flyers convert on the power play, and it's back to a one-goal game with 40 seconds to go in the period. Huge goal there for the Flyers, and it's going to be the defenseman, Alim Sagadiev, that gets the goal. For Sagadiev, his fourth goal this season. That one comes on the power play. And that's a big one for the Flyers to claw one back before the intermission. Moments after the Railers took a 2-goal lead. So that bench minor from the Railers coaching staff really hurts them. And now here goes Arangio. He's got Caputi, tries to center it just out of Caputi's range. Arangio gets it again. That centering attempt blocked by Boisset. 25 seconds left in the period. Arangio, third attempt, right through the crease. Diorio chops at it. Along the far half wall, gets it in deep. But with 15 seconds to go, the Railers trying to break out. They send that puck the length of the ice. It's going to go right on Dorizio. As he plays it to Diorio, lifts it off the glass. 4 seconds to go. And that's pretty much going to do it. Well, maybe not. Here goes Arangio. But time runs out. A couple more seconds and the Flyers might have had something. But a penalty at the end of the period as Kavanaugh Kaparis called for the trip on Caputi. And the Flyers are going to start the third on the power play. 40 minutes in the books. Tottenham lead this game 5-4. But don't go anywhere, folks. Third period of play coming up next. And the Flyers start with the power play as you're tuned in to Toronto Flyers hockey presented by GMHL TV. Okay, hockey fans, let's bring you back inside Paramount Ice Arena as we get you set for the third period puck drop in this one between your Toronto Flyers and the visiting Tottenham Railers. We'll start the third period with the Railers up 5-4, but the Flyers will begin with a 2-minute power play as Kavanaugh Kaparis got ticketed for a trip on Massimo Caputi right at the end of the period. So the Flyers, who've had some success tonight with the man advantage, including the last goal from Sagadiev on the power play, a couple power play tallies tonight, and they'd love to get one more here to start the third and find themselves back on level terms. Palandra lines up to take the face-off against Parente, and we get set to get the third period underway as you're tuned into Toronto Flyers Junior Hockey presented by GMHL TV. Boisset blows a tire. Palandra picks up the puck. Back to the point for Sagadiev. Feathers it down low for Matos. Matos behind the net. Plays it to the point for DuPont. Ryan DuPont thinking shot, lets it go. Oh, what a goal! A beautiful tip from Thomas Palandra, and back-to-back hat tricks for that man. Are you kidding me? Palandra with back-to-back hatties. And the Flyers tie it up 23 seconds into the period, 23 seconds into the power play. What a weekend for Thomas Palandra. 6 goals as he leads the way DuPont picking up an assist on that one to be certain. Centering attempt flipped away by Sagadiev. And this could be a break for the Flyers. Here goes Arangio working the far wing. Ahead to Caputi. Shot right on the rebound. Turned just wide by Caputi. A good save there by Marquis as Caputi had 2 chances. Tried to get it to Arangio. Ayrton at the point. His shot off a stick high. Centered in front. Caputi the intended target. Arangio received the bounce out of the corner. Flips it near side. And now Caputi flips it off the glass behind the net. Arangio sidesteps the hit from Boisset, who blew the tire that led to that power play goal. Patruno, he takes a hit. Delivers the pass, but Caputi couldn't corral it. Here go the Railers in transition. Royer gloves it down. Nice D there from Sagadiev to separate the man from the puck. Boisset, quick touch pass ahead. The Railers into the offensive zone here. That pass broken up. Royer the intended target. He still digs away for it. Royer can't get around Arangio. Parente shoots. Good glove save there by Derizio as he confidently makes that save with 1:31 gone in the third. Well, the Wasaga River Dragons' 11-game win streak has come to an end. The Bradford Rattlers picking up a 5-3 win tonight as the Flyers came oh so close to snapping that win streak last night. But tonight they do fall, the River Dragons, and just their 3rd loss this season. Di Orio chips the puck out through center ice. Restivo takes it for the Railers. Lemieux spins away from the pressure. Lemieux up the far side wing. Driving wide on Nelson. Tries to cut in front. The pass a little bit behind the intended target in Dara. And now here go the Flyers. But Bearson has it roll off his stick. And now Kavanagh Kaparis can't quite track it down. He's a handful though. He's creating havoc and tried to draw a penalty. Nothing doing. No icing. It's quickly waved off. So Barris gets on his horse and takes a play, hitting the man in the corner there in the form of Dara. 2.5 minutes gone in the third. That pass intended, but broken up by Rapinato as Cole was the target. Lemieux brings it in, drop pass for Cole. Stripped away, that to the line, but not out. Palandra, can he get to it? DuPont chips it ahead. DuPont has Palandra with him. DuPont centers. Oh man, that one just deflected wide by the defenseman. DuPont's still on it. Poked loose and out through center ice as the Flyers thought they had a go-ahead goal on the horizon. DuPont receives the pass from Matos, shoots. A screen there, but saved nicely by Marquise with 3:04 gone in the third. Patruno wins the draw. Back to the point. Ayrton shoots, looking for a deflection. Rebound there after the save from Marquise, and now it's controlled by the Railers, but it takes a funny bounce right in front of their own net, and now Brannigan tracks it to the far side wall. Chipped ahead where Ayrton will retrieve it inside his own zone with time. Ayrton, bank pass. Arangio chips it into the zone. Boisset goes D to D before it's moved, only as far as Patruno through center ice. Patruno trying to gain the zone here. Does so, shoots, stick save, easily turned aside there by Marquise. What a play by Arangio, but in the end couldn't hold his own. Here goes Caputi, shoots, rebound there after the initial save by Marquise. And Massimo Caputi is heating up. He's had some really good chances in the back half of this game. Elson digs the puck free at center ice. Flyers trying to make a change here. Good job not to get caught. Arangio hauled down. That is got to be a penalty as one of the referees puts the arm up. Otherwise, Arangio would have been off to the races there. So the Flyers are going to the power play here. 15:52 to go in the third, and a chance to go back in front as Palandra bumps fists with Arangio, who drew the penalty. So the Flyers, who have scored 3 times on the power play tonight, looking to get the go-ahead goal here with another man advantage. Palandra waved out of the draw. He doesn't like that. DuPont steps in to take it. DuPont wins the faceoff. Segadiev chopped away from him, and now a foot race, but Matos easily picks it up at his own blue line. Segadiev spins away from the forward checking pressure. Nice tape to Palandra, working the far wing. Stops, checks his options, has Matos at the half wall. Down low into the corner, makes the pass to Petruno off his skate. Controlled by DuPont at the blue line. DuPont trying to get a central lane for a shot. DuPont shoots, big rebound after the initial save by Marquise, and cleared down the ice by the Railers with a minute 25 to go in the power play. Wheeling out from behind their own net, Segadiev leading the charge. DuPont lost it in his skates, quickly hammered back inside Toronto's zone. Terizio out of his net, lays it there for Segadiev. They'll try it again with 1:05 left on the power play. Segadiev gains the zone, drops. DuPont under pressure immediately. Coughed up, but Cole trying to clear it, and on the backhander he does. And the Flyers are going to get PP2 out there for the final 50 seconds. Or at least part of it, because here goes Palandra. Palandra dumps the puck in. DuPont controlling. Matos there as well. DuPont spins away from the check of Parente. Lays it back to the point for D'Iorio. D'Iorio shoots. That one hits something in front and into the meshing. Face-off will stay inside the Tottenham zone with 30 seconds to go on the power play. And 5:48 played here in the third. 5:38 played in the third. Russell lines up to take the face-off, wins it back to the point for Lamoureux. D to D'Iorio, shoots! Caputi provided the screen in front, but the shot over top the net. Lamoureux to D'Iorio. Evades the pressure from Royer by going back to Lamoureux. Final 15 seconds of the power play. Lamoureux shoots! Big rebound off that blocker save by Marquise. Back to the point, Arangio. Looking for an option, takes the shot off a stick high over the net. D'Iorio tracks it as the penalty now over, so we're back to even strength. D'Iorio opens up a lane, cuts in, shoots, good effort. Tried to pick the 5-hole, but Marquise down there to make the glove save. And with 13:43 to go in the third, that time the Flyers unable to capitalize on the power play, and we remain tied 5-5. Melcher in for the draw. You gotta wave out the Railers player there who jumped way early. That was Parente. So they'll try it again. Melcher wins the draw. Zimmerman tried to corral it, couldn't get the puck cleanly. Railers looking for a long outlet pass to Royer. Nice job by Segadiev to make sure the man didn't get away with the puck. Here goes Berzin with speed all the way behind the net. Wheels around the near side half wall. Berzin to the point for Ayrton. Shot it intentionally wide, looking for a redirection from Melcher, who just missed on the tip. Here go the Railers through the neutral zone. Parente receives the pass, but they're offside, and then Parente with the real late hit on Ayrton. And we've seen a good chunk of those late hits from the Railers tonight, and they continue to get away with those physical plays long after the whistle. 13:14 to go in the third. We are deadlocked 5-5. Flyers top line out there as they're going to bring the face-off out through the neutral zone. Good call there by the officials. Cole squaring off against DuPont. DuPont wins it back to D'Iorio. Quick touch pass ahead to Matos. Matos trying to cut through the middle. Puck jarred free. Where is it? It's controlled now by the Railers as that pass from Kavanagh-Kaparis intended for Lemieux. Now Kavanagh-Kaparis gets it inside the Flyer zone. Quick outlet from D'Iorio. Just missed the stick of Matos. He's claiming he got a touch on it. So is the Flyers bench, but to no avail, as that's going to be an icing call. And the face-off back inside the Toronto zone. Parente on the draw, that's Cole on the draw for the Railers. DuPont in there for the Flyers. DuPont wins another faceoff. He has been really good this season there. Tape to tape, Palander receiving from Matos, drops to DuPont, loose puck, Matos shoots! That one didn't miss by much. Rapanato holds the zone for the time being. Bossé makes the short outlet pass to Paradis. Off the bench, Arangio knocks it free, and now he takes it up the far wing. Arangio, that one stripped off his stick. Paradis gets it back and makes the move around Palandra. Here go the Railers with numbers. Paradis hustling back is Arangio. Paradis tries to tuck it in. Nice effort there. He's already scored one in this one. But Terizio makes the save in tight on Alexis Paradis. 12-12 to go in the third. A reminder that the Flyers are back on home ice on November 30th against the Richmond Hill Rampage. Get your tickets at TorontoFlyersHockeyClub.com. While you're there, check out the Black Friday merch sale. Behind the net, Segediev gets hauled down. Nothing doing. Play continuing on as the Railers working for possession. Puck flipped around. They're going to say it hit the meshing, and it'll keep the face-off inside Toronto territory as we approach the midway mark of the third. Patruno against Parente for the face-off. Parente wins it. Royer, soft touch, nothing doing. That puck across the line. Arangio trying to take it away from Brannigan now. Patruno takes a hit on Royer. Royer trying to pin it against the boards. Caputi gives him a shove or two. They continue to battle. Royer tries to kick it ahead. Railers into the zone now. Arangio makes a good defensive play at the line, and from his knees chopped it out of the zone. Parente. He loses his footing. They want a call for that. Would have been a bit soft, and no call there. Shot attempt. Terizio makes the save. And we get the whistle as the Tottenham coaches are absolutely losing composure over there, whipping water bottles down the bench. They're incensed that there was no tripping call there, but I mean, definitely would have been a bit soft had that been called. Listed coaches for Tottenham: Vito Pulicino, Gabriel Mammalini, Ed Eskis, and Jesse Capua is the trainer. Di Iorio, of course, you know your Flyers coaching staff led by Sergei Varlamov. We're going to have a penalty behind the play, though, as Matthew Barris called for interference. And that time the Railers get their wish granted. They'll be going to the power play with 11:04 remaining in the third. Sergei Varlamov, your head coach, Aaron Atwell, Tucker Klein, the assistants, Mac Reamy, the goaltending coach, and Jamie Volk, the trainer for your Toronto Flyers. Well, the Railers send out their top power play unit as Parente sets up for the face-off against Palandra. Palandra wins it to Ayrton, tries to clear Paderes. Paradis holds the zone. Parente feathers it, intended for Cole, but he couldn't corral it. Ayrton battling as Parente can't hold it in. Nice job by Palandra to clear it the length of the ice. 20 seconds gone on the power play. The Railers work the near wing as Parente brings it up the ice into the offensive zone. Parente drags it behind the net. Ayrton stays close to him. Parente, far side half wall, all the way to the blue line. Lays it off for Paradis. Makes the pass in through the slot. Big save by Lucas Terizio. But the puck stays in the zone with that effort from Parente. Makes the pass to Royer. 1:10 to go on the power play. There's a shot. Another big save by Terizio. And this time he squeezes it for the face-off. Well, shot coming off the stick of Paradis, and he's continued to put pucks on net. Good chemistry tonight between Paradis and Parente for the Railers, as Parente wins the face-off. Royer plays it down low. Back to Royer at the top of the point. Makes the pass to the half wall. Returned once again to Royer. Fakes the shot. Parente, sharp angle, can't let it fly as Elson was there. Paradis thought about shooting, now lets it go. Gutsy block there from captain Jack Matos as he takes that one off the ankle, sacrificing the body to make the play for the team. Here goes Paradis, stops at the half wall, lays it back to Parente at the point. Shoots another big block by Matos. Puck over to the far half wall. Paradis, top of the point, evades a couple of penalty killers. A third block from Matos. Oh my goodness, what a gutsy effort. That is leadership by example as the captain, Jack Matos, gets the bench on their feet. 3 massive shot blocks on the power play. And just 20 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Railers. If that doesn't inspire the troops, I don't know what does. What a shift from Jack Matos. Palandra with a rare face-off loss as Dara able to hold the zone. Only for a moment maybe though, as Palandra digs it out across the line. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Restivo to Lemieux. Pass attempt knocked away by DuPont. Great effort tonight from the Flyers. Lemieux across center ice. Man out of the box, Caputi onto the ice. Offside called against the Railers. 8:55 to go in the third. A real tight game here tonight. As the Flyers giving it their all once again, they've really stepped up their play over the last month, showing that they can hang with just about any team across the GMHL. As we saw last night in that tight game against the top-seeded Wasaga River Dragons. And tonight the Flyers putting a real great effort in against the Tottenham Railers. Dara picks it up for the Railers. Out of his own zone, starts to wheel up through center ice. Fans on the pass, but it gets ahead to Kavana Kaparis. Sagadia plays it off the boards. Palandra hustling after it. Icing called there. Tough break for the Flyers. 8:28 to go in the third. So that'll bring the face-off back inside Toronto territory. And they'll line it up to the right of goaltender Lucas Dorizio, who's had another solid performance tonight. 48 saves in the 6-4 loss last night, and with the amount of rubber he's seen tonight, he's probably tracking around a similar save total here tonight. Bosse, his shot. Dorizio got a piece of it off the end boards. Didn't quite see it initially, but then realized it was sitting on the edge of the crease by his near post and did well to cover that. Flyers will get the top line off the ice for the time being. Some much needed rest as Matos, with that unbelievable effort on the penalty kill, and a well-deserved rest now. Shot from the point, knocked down in front, loose puck. Kicking at it was one of the Railers players, and Dorizio made the save, but had that found a way in, don't think it would have counted, because it was clearly kicked by Amy Royer. Nice job by Lamoureux to tie up Royer's stick, prevent him from being able to make a play on that puck. Lamoureux gets the puck from the faceoff, knocks it ahead. Paradis gloves it down. Lamoureux ahead for Aranjo, who tips it inside the Railer zone. Hot in pursuit of Bosse. Flyers making some changes on the fly with the D, as Di Iorio out there now. Petruno trying to take down Parente. Parente driving wide. Elson chipped in front, high over the head of anyone. Bosse steps in from the left blue line to feather it down low. Di Iorio with a good hit on Royer. Paradis keeps it in at the far sideline. Arangio shovels that forward. That's not going to have enough for icing here, as Bosse picks it up inside his own line with 7:25 to go in the third. Henry Russell gets a skate on that attempted outlet. Now it's played near side for Paradis. Bearson tries to close him down. Melcher in there as well. Paradis spins away. He's slick and sneaky with his stick handling. Paradis with a good back pass. Parente driving, shoots, save, rebound, scrum for possession, centered in front. No one there in blue to get a stick as Bosse picks it up at center ice. Once again, that combo of Parente and Paradis creating offense for the Railers, as the Flyers bench wanted too many men on the ice called, but nothing doing there. Bearson chipped ahead out of the zone, but hits somebody on the bench, and we get a whistle with 6:39 remaining. The face-off will stay inside Toronto territory. Well, the Flyers playing a real good brand of hockey tonight, and we've really seen a turnaround in this team from earlier in the season to where they are now, just across the midpoint mark of the season, and they've done well to work themselves into 6th seed in the South right now, and they try close the gap with the teams in front of them, including Tottenham, who right now have a 10-point advantage over the Flyers, sitting 4th in the division. The Railers working here with Lemieux on the puck. Palandra got a stick up high on him, but nothing doing. Cole can't corral that. Matos, he's got Palandra up ice. Couldn't feed the pass through as Brannigan able to knock it down. Sagadiev, quick touch ahead for Matos, but it just got away from him. Brannigan under pressure, hits the ref. This could be a break for the Flyers. DuPont receives the pass from Palandra. At the far side half wall, cuts through the high slot now. DuPont shoots, knocked down by a high stick of Palandra, and that's going to whistle the play with 5:58 to go in the third. And where are they going to bring this face-off? Is this going to come all the way inside Toronto's zone? I think it is. It'll come to the left of the goaltender, D'Orizio. Tough break there for the Flyers. But no doubt about it, the officials catching the high stick of Palandra, knocking the puck down, as he just tried to deflect the shot from DuPont on goal. And now they'll have a defensive zone draw here. Well, they're saying DuPont encroached a little bit early, so he's going to be waved out of the face-off draw. And Palandra will come in to take it in his place. Palandra scrums for possession, tries to kick it back. Paradis, Parente there. He's hauled down, but that's a penalty that maybe saves a goal, so I don't think you can necessarily hate it, as he had found his way into a clear path on net, and little option there but to haul down Parente. And with 5:47 remaining in the third, the Railers go into the power play. DuPont goes to the box for the tripping call. Not to suggest D'Orizio wouldn't have had a chance to make a save. I'm sure he had a real good opportunity, but you also don't want to let Parente just walk right in one-on-one with the Tendi there. Parente, who's got a goal in this game, makes the pass to Bossé. Bossé, cross ice. Parente thought about a shot, lost control. Paradis shoots that one wide, glove side. Heavy rebound picked up by Bossé in the corner. Plays it behind the net for Royer. Royer gets hit hard there by Elson. The Tottenham bench wanted a penalty called there. Nothing doing, and the Flyers send the puck down the ice. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Paradis, slow wheel out of his own zone. Hits center ice. On the backhander, puts it right into the bench, and that one just missed trainer Jamie Volk. She's had a couple of real close calls this season, as she laughs with Tucker Klein about that one. Aaron Atwell and Mac Reamy having a seemingly more serious discussion, as now Mac Reamy cracks a smile. The Flyers win the faceoff, send the puck as far as the opposing blue line. The outlet for Bossé off the mark, hammered by Di Iorio. That one goes to the length of the ice. With 1 minute remaining in the power play, 4:48 left in the third. Here goes Parente rushing ahead. Nice little self-sauce as he tries the backhander now. Pass over to Paradis. Railers setting up, shot that off the outside of the net. The Railers bench thought they had scored. Parente at the blue line looking for a lane. Klopper right on, good save, big rebound. Royer makes the pass to Paradis on the half wall. Back to the point now. D to D as he plays it over to Bossé. Down low. top of the point. Paradis shoots. Big save by D'Orizio. 20 seconds to go in the power play as Parente picks it up, turns, shoots that one wide. Ayrton rips it off the glass, and that's out. Caputi in a foot race here against Paradis. Caputi got to it, but couldn't get around the defenseman. Paradis with speed into the zone, shoots, that one blocked by the defensive effort. Power play now over as the Railers unable to keep that in, delayed offside. Here goes Ayrton, past the head for DuPont. DuPont into the zone, back in front for Ayrton. The defenseman unable to get that one out of midair. Rapanado centers it off the stick of Marquise. DuPont, Palandra wanted a penalty, nothing doing. Nice move by DuPont as Paradis there with a last second poke check to jar it free. DuPont still in control though. Wheels out of the corner. Checks his options. Down low for Palandra. Right back to DuPont. Centers to Matos. That shot attempt blocked by Paradis. Matos. 3:10 left as that one found a way in front, but no one there in white as Palandra was the closest player. Palandra at the half wall. Down low for Matos. Palandra going to the front. Matos tries to jam it in. The defenseman tries to jam it to the tendy, and they get the whistle with 2:56 to play in the third. So a big offensive zone face-off coming up here for the Flyers as Palandra continues to have words with Parente. Those two have been jawing at each other all night, and Palandra shows him, hey, I've got 3 goals and another 4-point night to my name tonight. Who do you think you're chirping? Palandra having himself one heck of a weekend. Patruno tries to dig it from the draw. Diorio hammers it off the boards. Can't get it in as it hit the ref there. And now it's out through center ice with Lemieux trying to lead the charge. Lemieux trying to draw a pass back. Lemieux gets his hands up on Ayrton and then flipped out a play by Cole. That should be a penalty as well. And they are going to call it. Great job by the referees. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the Flyers, as Lemieux drew the first penalty, and then Cole with the old Daniel Alfredson throwing it over the glass. And that's a penalty. So the Flyers are going to get a 5-on-3 with 2:38 remaining in the third. This is about as great of a chance to get this win as Coach Varlamov talks a little strategy here. And he draws up a play on the board for the power play unit. I think they're going to take a timeout. The Flyers taking their timeout with this big 5-on-3 power play to come, and just 2:38 remaining in the third period. Man, that play by Brett Cole could prove so costly here. Just a mindless reaction, throwing the puck over the glass and out of play as the penalty was whistled. The initial infraction to Lemieux, and then the boneheaded error from Cole, and the Flyers have got to find a way to take advantage with the 5-on-3 late here in the third. So here we go, tied 5-5. The Flyers have already struck a number of times on the power play tonight, but no bigger man advantage than the 5-on-3 they've earned themselves right now. The Flyers bench getting loud. Palandra wins the faceoff. Sagadiev controls the rolling puck. Parente on his back. Sagadiev, top of the point for DuPont. DuPont picks up a more central position, shoots. Oh, Palandra buries it! A 4-goal night for Tommy Gunn Palandra as he's mowing them down. And he takes a second look to the visiting Railers fans saying, did you see me on that one? 14 seconds into the power play, the Flyers back in front 6-5. And they're still on the power play for another minute 46. So the 5-on-3 proving to be so costly for Tottenham. The boneheaded penalty from Brett Cole And the Flyers, with another lead change tonight, are back in front 6-5. Sagadiev to Palandra. Here on the power play, Palandra driving in, shoots, big save there as Palandra takes a hit against the end boards, and the Railers clear that the length of the ice. And we get a penalty behind the play. What's that for? Matos is going to the box. Or is it Palandra? Well, there were no Railer players in the vicinity, so I'm not sure what this call is. It was way behind the play, and it's going to be Palandra going to the box. So that does it for the Flyers power play. And with 2:09 remaining in the third and Toronto up 6-5, we're going to get a minute 31 of 4-on-4, and then a brief power play for the Railers of 29 seconds. And there's about a 9-second differential between the game clock and the Flyers penalty. So we get a timeout here from the Railers as they talk some strategy. Down by 1. We're going to get some 4-on-4 here. And no surprise to see Parente and Paradis on the ice for the Railers. DuPont, Matos, D'Iorio, and Elson, the 4 on the ice for the Flyers. Face-off won by the Railers. Paradis shot. That's blocked by DuPont. Gutsy effort on that block. Matos trying to get the loose puck. He does so ahead of Paradis and now takes it up to center ice trying to split the D. Drops it back now for DuPont, who just hammers it in deep, and the Flyers will get a couple of changes here. That gives Parente time to skate it across center ice. Parente gains the offensive zone. Toe drag in front, takes it right in. Oh, that was a beauty. Wow, what a goal. Bruno Parente with his second of the game. And he ties this 6-6 with a minute 37 remaining in the third. Now Palandra wants to come out of the box. I don't know if they're going to let him here. No, Palandra's got to stay in. I thought that was the case. And with a minute 37 remaining, we've still got 59 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey on our hands. Man, what an effort there from Parente. Here goes Caputi from the faceoff. Nearly got past Paradis. Patruno. Caputi, he gets impeded, but not enough to draw a call. Boissé nearly coughs it up there to Caputi. The Railers pinned inside their own zone right now. Paradis desperately gets that down the ice. A minute 15 to go in the third. Lamoureux wheels out near side wing here. Rolling puck looking for options. Lamoureux skates it ahead while shielding it from the oncoming pressure. Lamoureux. Ayrton did well to get it away with pressure bearing down on him. Here goes Caputi. The self-sauce gets a little bit too far away from him, and now it's picked up by Kavanagh-Kaparis inside the final minute of play. Kavanagh-Kaparis trying to drive. Centering attempt intercepted by Patruno, but then jarred off his stick. Pass over to Boissé. Boissé trying to center it in front. Nice play by D'Iorio to get a stick to it. Paradis at the point. Shoots. Big kick save. The rebound. What a block as D'Iorio stopped that from going in the open net. Nice play by Elson as he wheels out. 25 seconds. Mato sends the puck right in on goal. And he forces the tender Marquise to freeze it with 19 seconds to play in the period and 10 seconds remaining in the penalty to Palandra. So starting to very much feel like we're heading to overtime with just 19.5 remaining on the clock. But Henry Russell squares up for the faceoff, pokes it forward as the Railers lift it off the glass out through center ice where Royer takes control. Ayrton loses his footing. Segadia with a great play on Lemieux to tie up the stick. And now here goes Russell. Russell into the zone. 6 seconds to play. He takes a hit in the corner from Dara. Palandra in there. And that'll do it. We are going to overtime in a back and forth tilt between the Toronto Flyers and the Tottenham Railers. 60 minutes settles nothing. We're all square, 6-6. What a game. The Flyers are going to grab at least 1 point tonight on home ice. But they would love to get the bonus one here in OT. A reminder that the Flyers' next home game comes November 30th when they host their crosstown rivals, the Richmond Hill Rampage. As the teams are going to have to switch ends here for overtime. So we'll get the long change here for both squads, and we'll see if that factors into play as well. Get your tickets to the November 30th game against Richmond Hill and all the upcoming home games for the remainder of this season at TorontoFlyersHockeyClub.com. And make sure you check out the Black Friday merch sale. Some great savings on some hot threads. Get your deals today at TorontoFlyersHockeyClub.com. Sunday night hockey. It's GMHL action. The Flyers and the Railers going to overtime here, live from Paramount Ice Arena, the home rink of your Toronto Flyers. It's DuPont, Palandra, and Sagadiev out there for the Flyers. Parente, Paradis, and Royer for the Railers as we get set for 5 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime action. And again, both teams dealing with the long change here in overtime. A lot of open ice, a lot of speed and skill out there. Let's see what breaks through. A number of lead changes and another phenomenal night for Thomas Palandra. A hat trick last night, 4 goals tonight. Unreal. The Flyers would love one more. Royer gets it from the faceoff as the Railers work left to right across your screen here in overtime in the blue jerseys. The Flyers trying to wheel and hold up the breakout, but there's a long stretch pass to Royer. Taking on Sagadiev, tries to go inside out on him, forced behind the net. Palandra checking closely. Royer still with the puck. Centers, but Paradis, the pass off the mark, and he'll track it back inside his own zone. Sagadiev goes for a change. Here goes Paradis with speed up the near side wing. Tries to go inside on Palandra in front, but lost it there with Ayrton defending. And now Ayrton tries to turn in transition. He's got Palandra getting into the zone. Ayrton shot right on, glove down by Marquise, and he holds it for the face-off with 52 seconds played in overtime. Flyers will send Matos and Petruno out there now, as the Railers keep the same 3 that started OT. Petruno trying to make a play right from the draw. He takes a hit in the corner from Paradis. Nothing doing. And out here goes Royer for the Railers. Royer trying the toe drag. Still has it. Makes the pass to Parente. Thought about a shot. Goes to his backhand. Wheels. Shoots. And on the spinning effort, put it high and wide. Matos checking closely on Parente. Parente forced outside the zone as he collects it with 3:40 remaining in overtime. Matos conserving energy, keeping them at bay here. The Railers making changes as it's controlled and brought inside the line. Oh, Matos got beat on that one. Big save by D'Arizio as Matos didn't realize the speed of the puck carrier. And Matos seems to be laboring a little bit. Hopefully he's okay as that long shot from center ice dealt with by the tender Marquise. We'll keep an eye on Matos, who's hunched over on the Flyers bench. And you gotta hope that he's okay. Dara tries the sharp angle, but fanned on it, and now Caputi tries to play it ahead for Arangio. Well-weighted puck, but out of the net comes Marquise, and he makes a much-needed play to Feed it over to Boissé. Turned over. Arangio controls. Nearly had his pocket pick, but did well to backhand it into the Railers zone. 2:43 remaining in overtime. Here go the Railers across center ice. Arangio trying to jar it free. Dara brings it into the zone. Dara with the drop pass. That shot over top the net. Funky bounce off the end boards. The Railers have possession here. Centering pass blocked by Arangio. Boissé, the lone forward checker in the zone for the Railers. Arangio blows a tire. He's sort of tripped up, nothing doing. There's a bit of contact. And now Arangio takes down Boissé. And Arangio saying, what about the first hit on me? Tough break there for the Flyers. The Railers are going to get a power play with 2:11 remaining in overtime. Well, DuPont and Palandra connected on a great short-handed goal last night. And while the priority here is to defend this 4-on-3 power play, you have to respect their ability to create short-handed as well. Parente on the draw, Paradis at the point. Parente wins it to Cole, top of the point for Paradis. Back to Cole, screen on in front. Cole looking for a lane, shot blocked by Ryan DuPont, gutsy block there. Paradis at the blue line. Shoots, big save by Derizio, big rebound, cleared away, and now controlled by DuPont, and this could be the short-handed threat. DuPont, he's got Palandra going to the net, tries the pass, but that's blocked nicely by Paradis. Tire blown, turned over, DuPont comes up with it, feeds it to Palandra, but it was off the heel of his stick. 30 seconds gone in the Railers power play. Palandra wheeling, shoots, that one just goes wide. Paradis chops at it, it's out through center ice. Sagariev rushes over to take the puck carrier in Parente. Parente, he's knocked down to the ice, turned over, and here goes Caputi. It's a short-handed 2-on-1. Sagariev, he's got Caputi with him, makes the pass. Caputi, oh, just rolled off his stick as he went for the backhander. Tough break there for Massimo Caputi, who did well on that short-handed 2-on-1 with the defenseman Sagariev. 50 seconds remaining on the power play for the Railers. 1 minute remaining in overtime. Paradis up from his knees. Loose puck, Royer. Toe drag, shoots. Oh, what a save by Derizio! Bookmark that. Here goes Petruno. He's got Caputi with him. Caputi hauled down. That's a penalty. Oh, end-to-end action here in overtime. And we're going to get 32 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before the Flyers will get an 11-second power play to close out overtime. Cole going to the box for the trip. Face-off coming to the left of the goaltender Marquise inside the Railers zone as Jack Matos has a bit of a conversation with our game officials, and we're going to get 4-on-4 here. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 32 seconds, and then a 5-on-4 power play for the Flyers, with an 11-second differential between the penalty remaining to the Flyers player and the game clock and the end of overtime. Matos, Palandra, DuPont out there for the Flyers. Di Iorio manning the point. Parente comes off the bench, no rest for the Wicked. He's right back out there to take the face-off for the Railers. 43.2 remaining in overtime. Parente wins the draw. Soft touch over to Boissé. Reverses the breakout, tries the far side. Matos forward checking him. 30 seconds left in overtime. The Flyers will have a short power play coming up in 15. Boissé makes the pass to Parente. Parente back in front for Boissé. Shoots and scores. And the Tottenham Railers take this one in overtime. 19 seconds remaining in OT. and they'll take it by a score of 7-6.